All right, joining me once again here on the Matthew Filipowicz Show is my friend, the Reverend Billy Talen. Reverend Billy is, of course, the pastor of the Church of Stop Shopping, which you can find at revbilly.com. You can also find him on Twitter at revbillytalen. Reverend Billy, thank you so much for being on the show again.
Oh, hallelujah, Matthew. It's so good to be here today. Amen.
So Reverend Billy, let's talk about the end of the world. There are so many aspects to it, but the first is that you and the Church of Stop Shopping Choir are ringing in the end of the world on December 21st in Times Square. Tell us all about it.
Yes, we're going to go. We're going to go to the Father Duffy statue at the bottom of the bleachers there, right in the center, and we're with our suitcases, and we'll leave some time capsules behind, for the people to, we don't exactly know what's going to happen, but I had a vision. Last Thanksgiving night when the Blackwater, USA retired bouncers were pulling me into Macy's front door at the doorbuster moment. I had this vision that we should go, at the end of the conclusion of the Mayan calendar, go to Times Square with our suitcases and our toothbrushes and get shop-shirt up to a logo-free land that waits for us above. There's a kind of, in my vision, I know it was informed by these thousands of consumers making grabbing gestures at me as I was pulled by the dog collar back into the maw of Macy's hellfire. I had this vision of a kind of meeting, if you will, between a tornado and a hurricane. We'll call it a tornicane, a kind of vortex in the sky, a tornicane, or would there be a hurronado? St. Matthew, you help me out here. You're such a good writer. You're a good copywriter, radio writer, and get pulled up into this land beyond super malls. Amen.
and so you guys are actually doing you're going to be doing a full on concert, and it's a shopshire. It's hard to say that word actually, but it's a rapture from shopping essentially.
Amen. Hallelujah. We've just shopped too much, and it is the end of the world, and we know that per capita consumption is right there in the center of every scientific report about the destabilization of the climate. Even the bones of the earth seem to be, I read that since 1980, the extreme weather events have tripled, but also the tsunamis and earthquakes and volcanoes, the things that come from the tumultuous bedrock, have also tripled, which is not easily explained. Scientists don't have an explanation for that. It seems as if, hallelujah, it seems as if we're like standing inside of a giant biosphere, which is a single living being of some kind. And I know that sounds like New Age claptrap, but we're sophisticated people, products of the Enlightenment and our graduate studies, and we're not supposed to believe this that the Earth is a living thing in that way. How could it possibly submit to our examination? How could it submit to our control if it could? Oh my God! It's the Earth itself. It's Lena Talen. This is it. She just walked into my studio here. She's 2 years old, and speak to America, Lena. Say something to America.
Hi.
Amen.
Hi,
there
Lena.
it is. From the mouths of babes. She's waiting for that showbiz moment. We're gonna shopshire. People are out there right now asking, well, will you shopshire up with your children? Yes. Lena will go up into the land of no logos with us. Amen.
So when we're talking about the end of the world, I should mention that the end of the world, it's not just an apocalypse, Reverend Billy. It's also the title of your book that's coming out in the new year. And you sent me an advanced copy of it, and it's really wonderful. It's a really great piece. And we kind of started to talk about it, but the truth is, all hyperbole aside, there is actually an apocalypse coming, and it actually is an environmental apocalypse. That is actually not a joke. People can, it is actually happening. I mean, you live in New York City. You got to see the beginnings of it with Hurricane Sandy, but the people need to be reacting, which is one of the points of your book, reacting to what's happening as if the world is ending, because in a lot of ways it actually is.
If we don't, you're absolutely right, Matthew. If we don't act as if it is ending, if we don't act as if it is an emergency here of staggering proportions, the costs are unfathomable. The reports are coming in now every week. There's never been a scientific consensus like this, and there's never been so many scientists who just barely know what to say. They're just out of breath. They're just panicking. For my book, I was talking to forestry scientists quite a bit because I concentrate on the mortality of trees around the world. That ecosystem is at risk a little bit less famously than coral reefs and some other systems, but the die-off, the general die-off of forests is just incredible. You can stand on a mountain and see nothing but dead trees from horizon to horizon now in many, many parts of the world. So yes, why is it impossible for us right now to have a planet crier? Where is that Nelson Mandela of the Earth? It just seems not possible. That figure's not there. I think we have to go past the heroic model and say that the Earth is the hero here, that the Earth is communicating with us. We have to go past, casting Matt Damon in that role, or Morgan Freeman. Excuse me, I got mixed up. Morgan Freeman is God. I'm sorry. Before Morgan Freeman, it was John Huston. I'm old enough to remember John Huston was the God in every movie. But
yeah, Matt Damon is a god to many people, though.
Down to the Commons, down to the Times Square, we're unable to go there and really, in a convincing way, shout, "We have an emergency here! Emergency! The town is burning down! We're in a dire situation, children." See, I'm starting to sound like a fulminating Old Testament, preacher. That's exactly what they say. The right-wing apocalyptic Christian preachers. They're an amazing group of people. They don't believe in climate change.
Right.
And yet, all their lives, and all of our lives, God help us, they've been screaming at us that the apocalypse is coming because we're sinners. And they don't buy that this is it. They're drowning. They're going up in flames. They're getting hit by tsunamis. And tornadoes are coming to Alabama in January, where those preachers preach, but they're not convinced because I don't know why. I guess it's not their apocalypse.
My apocalypse is better than your apocalypse.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure it out.